Yo, what is up guys? KohzzyJo back here again. This will be a main series that I will continue to do since I got a good amount of feedback on it, and plus, I haven't seen it around. This is all anime related news for February 2016. And since I'm also a bit late, I'll throw in some news for the first week of March. Why not? Like before, same format, general news, one rumor, manga release, light novels, dub announcements, and new series announcements. This month is jam-packed with news, so this video might be pretty lengthy. Bear my voice if you can. Feel free to skip around too. Let's get this shit rolling! Bandai Namco Entertainment America has released some video gameplay footage for the upcoming One Piece game called Burning Blood. Along with the gameplay, the release date was revealed for North America, and that is May 31st, and it comes on the PS4, PS Vita, and Xbox One. Europe will get the game on June 3rd. The PC version will be out sometimes in June. The North American release for the game will have a special collector edition that includes the game and 2 figurines, Whitebeard and his grave. Along with the swag, you will get an official art book. Sadly, this collector edition applies to the PS4 only. Funimation confirmed that their license for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and the movie Conqueror Shambhala expires on March 31st. Both of these will be removed from Funimation's streaming service on that date. Funimation will also no longer distribute the Blu-ray releases, so get it now or watch it now before it's too late. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc got released on Steam on February 18. It is a murder mystery adventure visual novel game. The game originally released on the PSP in 2010. Then, it was later ported over to the mobile in 2012. With its great success, it spawned a manga adaptation and eventually an anime series in 2014. I was going to buy it on Steam, but I had some second thoughts about it. I'll just game share off one of my buds. Nintendo announced last year about the partnership with Universal Studio Park and Resorts. They plan to launch Nintendo-themed attractions in Universal Studios Japan in Osaka. In order to make this happen, Nintendo will have to expand their character licensing. Nintendo promises to deliver an immersive experience and will feature the most iconic characters in games. Some cool anime and game-based attractions that is hosted in Universal Studio Japan as of now are 4D rides of Neon Genesis Evangelion, Attack on Titans, Monster Hunter, and Resident Evil. I'll definitely will be checking these attractions out when I get a chance to travel to Japan sometimes in a year or so. Anime of the season, Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, or call it Erase. The manga is finally completed. The manga ended on March 4th. I just recently finished it too. What we know is that the anime will get the same ending as the manga. There are also rumors spreading around that they are saying the anime will get its own ending. All I gotta say, in the end, it's the director's choice. This series is so fucking hyped right now. Oh my god, I don't even know. I'd also like to add a live action movie for the series is going, and it will be featured sometimes in the summer. The manga also sold an amazing amount of copies since its anime debut. If you haven't watched this yet, you should because you're missing out on the fun. In addition, a spin-off manga for the series was announced that is set to be released in June. Funimation has announced Psycho Pass the movie will be screening in over 100 theaters in the United States on March 15th to the 16th. I know, right? Only for 2 days of screening? What the fuck, yo? That ain't cool, man. Plus, those are on a school date for me. Shit! Advance tickets are available to be purchased at the moment. I'll leave the site to buy your tickets in the description below if you're interested in watching this. I also highly suggest you guys watch the first season before watching the movie. And one last note, the movie will be dubbed. In addition to Psycho Pass news, the visual novel will hit Steam, PS4, and the Vita sometimes during this fall. Now for more Psycho Pass news. Cerevo Incorporated has given a release date for the badass replica of the Dominator. It will go on sale sometimes in March, and they are currently taking pre-orders. It includes light sounds from the anime and a transformation into the Eliminator mode. This shit is fucking sick! I would love to get my hands on one, but the price for this expensive toy is about 800 bucks. Pretty ridiculous, huh? But looking at the build quality and everything about it, I gotta say it's totally worth it if you really love Psycho Pass. I would have gotten this, but I gotta control my spendings now. That was a lot of Psycho Pass news. I wonder if they're prepping for something big for the series. Good news guys, BERSERK is back with a new series. There is hardly any info about the new series. It could possibly be a reboot or a new arc that will be featured. I am very curious about this and can't wait to see what it will deliver. Judging from the trailer, it looks a bit weird because it is heavily CGI. But hey, we just gotta see, nah me. The mastermind behind Steins Gate teases new visual novel project called Anonymous Code. The story takes place on February 6, 2036 at 6:28:15 AM. Wow, did they really need to specify on when and what time the story begins? So, New York, London, Shanghai, Moscow, and Tokyo's Shinjuku was erased from the face of the earth when computers' timekeeping algorithms overflowed, causing defense system and military satellites to target these major cities. And somehow, a bigger threat was predicted to occur in the year 2038. To simulate what would happen in 2038, a supercomputer called Gaia creates an artificial Earth. However, humans are not meant to exist in this fake Earth, but due to an Alcribo message that was transmitted into this world, humanity flourished the artificial world and began to develop and advance. This then leads to them creating their own supercomputer. Now a new Earth exists within the real Earth. Inception much? At a certain point, they began to question their own existence. Yup, I'm kinda lost on the story, or the synopsis. All I gotta say, kind of interesting, and I would like to hear more about this in the future. This is considered news announced in December, I think, but we got some more news about it. Kyoto Animation announced a film for the series called Sound Euphonium. It is called Geki Joban Hibike Euphonium Kitauji Kokosui ga Akubu e Yokoso. Translated, Sound Euphonium the movie. Welcome to the Kitauji School Concert Band. The movie will look upon the TV series that aired in spring 2015. Along with this, a second series was announced for the series that will happen after the movie. Participating theaters in Japan are starting to sell pre-order tickets as early as December. People who purchase tickets receive one of these 3 reversible posters and a clean folder that depicts art of the characters from the series. The film is set to open on April 23rd in Japan. ASSASSINATION Infinite Burst, the film, gets a release date. The movie is slated to open in Japan on July 23rd. If you guys have no idea what this is a series that was written by the creator of Sword Art Online, named Riki Kawahara. If you like Sword Art Online, give ASSASSINATION a go. The story will feature an original story that was written by Kawahara himself. It will also feature new characters for the franchise. Okay, something not really anime related, but it's made by the Japanese, so why not, you know? Dark Souls 3! The hardest game in the world, right? I don't think so. You just need to be patient, and repetition is key. In short, dying over and over again. I played the predecessors, beat them, and loved the series. The game is slated to ship in Europe and North America on April 12th. Japan, on the other hand, will get the game on March 24th. Lucky bastards. Just kidding. I can't wait to play this. The game will be available on the PS4, PC, and Xbox One. Attack on Titan the game. How many of you guys want to give this game a go? The game was released on the 18th of February in Japan. The US and Europe will be receiving the game sometime next year. Sucks for us, right? The game is on the PS4, PS Vita, and the PS3. Along with the release, Koei Tecmo Games announced that there will be an update that will feature online 4-player co-op that supports cross-platforming. That's actually quite nice. The release date for the update is still unknown, but we can see it coming around the corner. A news that applies to politics in Japan that I find quite intriguing. So last year, the voting age in Japan was lowered from 20 to 18 years old. To help combat and inform the young adults, the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communication has launched a campaign called 18 Sai Senkyo, which means 18-year-old election. This is meant to appeal the young to vote. In order to do so, they require the usage of the anime fandom. To promote voting towards the adolescents, the ministry used the main heroine of Remo, Kirino Kosaka, to spread the word of their campaign. A special pamphlet titled Ore no imoto ga 18 sai campaign madoru ni naru wake ga nai, Kosaka Kirino no marabu 18 sai senkyo, will be distributed for free on March 13 in Akihabara. It explains how to vote and the process of it for first timers. It will also feature a little side story of our heroine. It is quite rare for anime or manga to get involved in politics. This is something that is interesting and I hope does spark future voters in Japan. Speaking of voting, who do you guys gonna vote for the President of the United States? Assassination class from the manga is coming to an end, based on a chapter titled The Final Mission Climax. I haven't read the manga, and I am still currently watching the first season. I gotta say, it's pretty okay, entertaining and filled with comedic elements. If you haven't checked this out yet, I highly suggest you guys do so if you want to watch a really laid back series. Along with this ending announcement, there will be a very important announcement for the series. Carry on. Black Butler will be getting a movie in early 2017. It will adapt the Recap-KohzzyJo arc, the luxury liner arc. This arc appeared in the manga 11th through the 14th compiled book volumes. The story is set on a luxury liner Campania and centers on the secrets to resurrecting the dead. Noriyuki Abe will be directing the movie, Hiro Yoshino will be writing the script, Minako Shiba will be designing the character along with serving as the chief anime director. Lastly, Yasunori Mitsuda will be composing the music. The Aniplex booth at Anime Japan 2016 convention will sell limited edition advance tickets for the film. Real life Sword Art Online. Yeah, you heard me right. IBM Japan has revealed that their latest project involves Sword Art Online. Apparently, it won't be as gimmicky as Oculus Rift and the Omni. In the trailer, it seems that they have been working on this project for about 6 years now. They are also proud to present a new type of technology called the cognitive system. An alpha testing will be conducted in Tokyo on March 18th to the 20th. If you want to hear more details on this, scroll over to one of my good buds named Shyunko. He did a nice rant and discussion about this. I'll leave a link right here to his video. Go ahead and check it out. The Tokyo Anime Reward Festival announced the nominees for its animation of the year. The nominees for the theatrical is The Anthem of the Heart, The Boy and the Beast, Expelled from Paradise, and Love Live the School Idol Movie. For television, we have Mr. Osomatsu-san, Your Lie in April, Shirobako, and lastly, One Punch Man. My money for these goes to Anthem of the Heart and Mr. Osomatsu-san. What are your picks? By the way, the Western preference in anime from the Japanese are really different. Keep that in mind. If you disagree with my picks or hate me for picking these, I'm just looking at this with a Japanese standpoint. Last news for February, Netflix is teaming up with Production IG to create an original anime called Perfect Bones. Netflix also said this will be the first ever original anime that will debut simultaneously in 190 countries around the world. According to Netflix, the anime will be directed by Kazuto Nakazawa. The story takes place in the future, where scientists try to breed the perfect human in order to maintain peace and order in the universe. After nearly achieving their goal through 3 children, the scientists set them off to train, but then they end up getting kidnapped by an evil organization. The evil organization plans to use these perfect humans to create their own new world order. There is currently no release date for this yet, but expect it sometime next year or so. Here's some news in March. Kuroko no Basket is getting a compilation movie that is set to be released sometime this year. The film will cover the entire 3 seasons of the anime series. If you haven't watched this yet and love sports, I highly suggest you guys scroll over and check it out. If you love and enjoy Haikyuu, Yowa Mushipero, Ice Shield 21, Free, Prince of Tennis, and Slam Dunk, you gotta check this out. And to juice up the news even more, hear that? That's my hands. Kuroko no Basket Extra Game will get a movie adaptation. Shit! I'm definitely looking forward to this. Plus, this might also hint a bright future for the series. I hope this approach leads to another sequel for the franchise. Funimation has recently announced that they have teamed up with GameSaba and Endgame Interactive, and they are working together to bring a mobile game of Attack on Titan for the mobile. Funimation quotes that the Attack on Titan game will be an action-driven title, allowing players all over the world to battle Titans on their mobile devices. It will combine elements of runner and action games in order to replicate the feeling of the Titans battle in the anime series. Players will need to use careful planning and quick reactions to survive. The company plans to roll the game on mobile by the end of this year. Pokemon Go is right around the corner, guys. We can now live our Pokemon fantasies. Niantic Lab announced that Pokemon Go will begin field testing in Japan this month. More information about the mobile app will be leaked sometime this month too. If you are a resident in Japan, you can apply for the field testing. If you have no idea on what the app is about, the description for it is as followed. Players will use the app to be able to find Pokemon in the real world using location-based technology. Nintendo also hopes to let players pay attention to their surroundings instead of just looking at their screen by offering the Pokemon Go Plus wristband device. The Pokemon Go Plus device will have an LED and vibration functions that will alert players if something is happening in the game. The device will use Bluetooth technology to connect to player smartphones. Players can still play the game without the device. The app is set to be available for mobile devices by sometime this year. My best guess is around between fall and winter. This year also marks the 20th anniversary for Pokemon. Game-related news for Pokemon: a new generation of Pokemon was announced for 3DS, and that is called Pokemon Sun and Moon. Lastly, a new Fate project is going to be announced this month at Anime Japan. Since the Fate franchise is so vast, it can possibly be anything. Plus, expect Ufotable to be behind it. Base Day Night should be Ufotable's trademark. It could either be Apocrypha, Extra, or Grand Order. My biggest bet right now is Grand Order. I could be wrong, but we will know what it is in a couple weeks or so. Alright, rumors time. So this might upset some of you guys. One Punch Man Season 2. Oh boy. The anime of the last season, am I right? Well, Season 2 is rumored to happen 2 years from now. Yeah. 2. Some say if production goes well, Season 2 might come right before 2016 ends. Other sites have speculated that it might take a year or so for the animators to create all the sketches and inking to keep the quality from the first season. To support that claim, the site quote that One Punch Man creator, Yusuke Murata, his team would need to develop 100 sketches, 100 ink pages, 100 storyboards, and 10 hours of editing per day. This is a reference to Saitama's training regimen. Moreover, there is still not enough source material for Season 2. The creator and his team is working really hard at the moment right now to make Season 2 happen earlier. Plus, if you're interested, Yusuke Murata live streams himself drawing the latest chapters when he is bored. Go see him draw in real time. It's actually quite amazing. I'll leave his stream in the description below. Now on to manga releases in the US. First we have Assassination Classroom Volume 8, Batman, the Jiroku Wata Bat Volume 3, Behind the Scenes Volume 1, Bleach Volume 14, Cop Line Volume 12, Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma Volume 10, Kakyo Te School Judgment Volume 1, Giganto Maxia, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency Volume 2, Kami-sama Kiss Volume 20, Kiss Him Not Me Volume 3, Magica Swordsman and Summoner Volume 3, Maid-sama Volume 3, Monster Musume Volume 8, My Hero Academia Volume 3, One Piece Volume 77, QQ Sweeper Volume 2, So Cute It Hurts Volume 5, Space Brothers Volume 10, Toriko Volume 32, Unlimited FAFNIR Volume 3, 12 Beast Volume 3, Angel Beats Heaven's Door Volume 1, Awkward Silence Volume 5, Cop Line Volume 13, Dead Man Wonderland Volume 13, Hayate the Combat Butler Volume 27, Magi Volume 16, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Volume 2, Space Brothers Volume 16, Tokyo ESP Volume 3, Dragonar Academy Volume 9, Frankenfran Volume 1, Space Brothers Volume 17, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 5, Ultraman Volume 3, Air Gear Volume 6, Ajin Demi-Human Volume 7, Arunoa Zero Season 1 Volume 2, Ani Imo Volume 6, Are You Alice Volume 11. Barakamon, Volume 9. Blood Lad, Volume 7. The Boy and the Beast, Volume 1. Platoon, Volume 13. Cop Line, Volume 15. Demonizer Zeke, Volume 1. The Devil is a Part-Timer, High School, Volume 3. Devil Survivor, Volume 3. Dimension W, Volume 1. Dragon's Rioting, Volume 2. Fairy Tail, Volume 52. Fairy Tail, Blue Mistral, Volume 2. Fuku Fuku, Kitten's Tales. Handa-kun, Volume 1. Inu Boku, SS, Volume 10. Inuyashiki, Volume 3. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon, Volume 4. LDK, Volume 3. Love at 14, Volume 5. Monthly Girls, Nozaki-kun, Volume 2. Ninja Slayer, Volume 3. Noragami, Stray Gods, Volume 11. Persona Q, Shadow of the Labyrinth Side, P3, Volume 1. Palua Maji Homura Tamura, Volume 2. Palua Magica Madoga Magica, the movie, Rebellion, Volume 3. Say I Love You, Volume 12. School Live, Volume 2. Space Brothers, Volume 18. Strike the Blood, Volume 2. Tomodachi Monster, Volume 1. Trinity 7, Volume 4. And lastly, Voice of Enigmatic Mansion, Volume 3. Next, US light novel releases in the US. The Boy and the Beast, Volume 1. A Certain Magical Index, Volume 6. The Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 3. And lastly, Naruto Hiden, Volume 2. No new series or streaming to be announced. Most are listed and mentioned in my January news. Winter season is over in a few weeks too. Check out my January news if you want to see them. Plus, if you like, you can head over to my friend's channel named Shyunko. He made a full list for spring 2016. Give that a go if you're interested. I'll link his video here and in the description below. Now for some dub announcements. Psychopaths the movie. Evangelion 3.33. Wizard Barristers. Love Live. Prince of Stride. Dagashi Kashi. Grimgar, Fantasy, and Ash.
This battle hasn't been going on for long, but we're already getting tired.
Divine Gate.
I don't know. All I could tell is he must have been crying recently.
You think so?
Pandora of the Crimson Shell. Ghost Urn.
Sure. Is there something that I can do?
Why, yes, there is. I need you to let me.
I don't want those nasty.
Fairy Tail Zero.
I'll just throw them away.
I hope he's with you
To mention W. And lastly, Cross Ange. Wow, this month is insane compared to the previous. I didn't realize how hard it is to make this series monthly. January was easy and it was a breeze. But this, ooh, it can't even compare against that. Whatever. Challenge accepted, right? I will continue to do this. Mark me words. I hope you guys enjoy and look forward to next month's news. Like always, thank you for watching. Feel free to drop a like or dislike. If you want more cool content like this, subscribe. KohzzyJo out.